Hello everyone. Good evening to all of you. My name is Muhammad Firoz Ahmed, and after a long time we are here to discuss about the concept that is related with the definition, nature and scope of geography. The term geography was first coined by the Greek scholar known as Eratosthenes. Eratosthenes was the first person, a Greek astronomer, who has given the term geography while writing his descriptions, while writing his book known as Geographia. Literally, this word consisted with the two word that is geo plus graphy. Geo means earth and graphy means to write about. So we can say that geography indicates a branch of knowledge in which we study the earth and its various features. Hartshorne was a scholar who has defined the concept of the geography or who has given the definition of the geography in a very coherent manner. He has explained that geography is the accurate, orderly, and rational descriptions of the various phenomena or the variable characteristics of the Earth's surface and its relationship to each other. So we can say that geography discusses about the Earth's surface and all the features which are located upon it, either it is the physical features or cultural features that is there upon the earth with relations over the earth's surface. Earth's surface is varied in terms of its physical and cultural attributes. There are the varying attributes that is allocated upon the earth, and these physical features and the cultural elements of the earth are not uniformly distributed at each places at each region. If there would be the uniform distribution of the various physical and the cultural features of the earth, then I am sure that there would not be the nature of geography as a modern discipline, as a discipline of the academics. Because of the variations of the various cultural and physical attributes upon the earth's surface, geography and its nature emerges to focus upon the spatial variations of the different kinds of the phenomena, either physical or the cultural phenomena over the globe. Geography established the interrelationship between these physical and cultural phenomena with each other. We know that Earth is a planet. It is the non-luminous heavenly body. As a member of solar system or the solar family, Earth is only a planet where the life exists. There is no other planets where the life is there. So, Earth's surface is unique in terms of its characteristics. This is the one of the unique planet, or you can say that unique planet of the solar system where the living communities or the life exists. But this life exists because of the various physical features that are there upon the earth's surface, because of the atmosphere, because of the hydrosphere, because of the lithosphere, this biosphere is possible. So on the earth's surface, the physical features that are allocated upon the earth's surface in terms of the air, water, as well as rock, land, soil, natural vegetations, and the other kinds of the physical features that are existed upon the earth's surface are also the concern of the geographers. On the other hand, the human features like the population itself, settlement, landscapes of the human beings created by the human creations, created by the human beings in terms of the various industrial, economic, agricultural and other activities that is created by the man upon the earth's surface. So the variations over the different kind of the cultural features, that includes the religion, language, caste, as well as the different kinds of the social institutions upon the earth's surface, we see that these variations of the physical and the cultural features upon the earth includes a logical concern for the geographical inquiry. If we analyze the term of these variations, then we can say that these term variations, variability upon the spaces are the core concern of the geographer. However, there is another discipline known as history that is also focus upon the variations. But their concern is variations with the time. The scale of measurement of the variations is the time. What happened after that? What are the chronological sequence of the events? And that chronological sequence of the events are studied under the discipline of the geography, under the discipline of the history. But here we focus upon the variations over the areas with each other. We know that the earth's surface or the places upon the earth's surface are varied in terms of their spatial scale. So spatial variations, variations with the area, variations over the spaces with each other are the fundamental concern of the geographer. So these geographical inquiries on the one hand studied about the distributions of the different kinds of the phenomena over the globe, either it is the physical phenomenon or the cultural phenomena over the globe, or it focus upon the relationship or interrelationship between these physical and cultural variables with each other, or simply we can say that geographical studies are the study of the spatial variations. On the other hand, we can also explain about the areal differentiation or the regional differentiation is the core elements of the inquiry of the geography. However, the nature of geography may be dual or dichotomies in nature. Sometimes geographers inquire about the physical features and the physical environment of the globe. These physical features may include about the air, water, soil, natural vegetations, land, and the other physical or the natural creations. Sometimes geographers inquire about the human elements of the globe, that may be a population numbers, population density, the different kinds of the settlement, their pattern and the types. Geographer may also inquire about the different kinds of the human, cultural and economic activities that is changing the physical earth day by day and year by year. In terms of the dichotomy or the dual nature of geography, we can say that the geography may have the different kinds of the branches. Generally, geography has the two important branches at a basic level. It is physical geography and human geography. The bifurcation of the geography is needed because of the diverse physical and cultural characteristics that is scattered and that is distributed upon the globe. We require the different branches of the geographical inquiry to focus upon each element separately and systematically. In the physical geography, we learn about the physical aspects or the physical part of the earth. We learn about the physical features of the earth. And these physical features of the earth is largely divided in terms of lithosphere, hydrosphere, as well as biosphere and atmosphere. In terms of the lithosphere, we see that it covers about a certain segments of the earth that is dominated by land part of the earth. It is the solid rock surfaces. It is the land sphere in which various kinds of the landforms are there. Mostly the landforms may be divided in terms of the first order relief features, second order relief features, and the third order relief features. These landforms are made by the solid rock surfaces, that is the kind of the minerals, that is the geographical materials of the earth, geomaterials, geological materials of the earth, and that is created by the various minerals through their chemical activities, through their chemical compositions. This land part of the earth is generally divided in terms of the continent and ocean basin as a first order relief features, the mountains, plateau and plain as a second order relief features, and the third order relief features are included in terms of the gorges, river valley, V-shaped, U-shaped valley, and all the features that is created by the weathering and the erosion agents upon the second order relief features. So the study of the landform, the study of the lithosphere, that is about the land sphere of the globe, is one of the important dimensions of the physical geographers. And this study of the landform features, relief features, and all the forces or the processes that create and construct these landforms through endogenetic and exogenetic factors, either those forces that are created and generated inside the earth in the form of endogenetic forces. These endogenetic forces are generally termed as constructive forces because they create the different kinds of the land features or the various relief features upon the earth. But those forces that are involved to denude and to erode these constructed landforms, and that is being operated above the ground in the form of the weathering and erosion agent, that forces are called as exogenetic forces. So these lithospheric components of the earth which focus and which is being classified in terms of the land sphere, that is dominated by the different kinds of the landforms, relief features, the processes that are involved into the creations of the relief features, various diastrophic or sudden forces that are being involved in terms of endogenetic forces that create the various kind of the mountains, plateau, plains, as well as the sudden occurrence of the events like the volcanic eruptions, seismic waves, and the movements of the continent and the plates that creates the volcanic eruptions, earthquake, as well as the different kinds of the geographical influences and geographical and geomorphic influences over the globe. We see also this lithosphere is the important physical component of the earth, and this lithospheric component of the earth is being studied in the sub branch of physical geography that is known as geomorphology. On the other hand, the atmospheric component of the earth, that is known as the atmosphere, is being focused by the climatologist, And climatology is another branch of physical geography which deals with the atmospheric layer of the earth. Atmosphere, we know that it is the blanket of air, or it is the thick gaseous envelope which surrounds the earth from all the sides and which is attached with the gravitational force of the earth. So the sub branch of the physical geography focus upon the atmospheric layer, atmospheric composition, structure, and different kinds of the atmospheric circulation, as well as the atmospheric hazards like the tropical cyclone, temperate cyclone, thunderstorm, and the other form of the precipitation and condensation are discussed and studied through the branch of the climatology. Climatology is the distinct branch that not only discusses about the physical composition and structure of the atmosphere, but it also deals with the different kind of the weather elements, climatic elements that has the larger influences over the globe and over the life and activities of the individuals. Biosphere is the another physical component of the earth, that is the life layer of the earth, and this biosphere is the narrowmost layer of the physical earth that is developed by the all other layers intermixed to each other. When the atmosphere, hydrosphere, as well as lithosphere coincides with each other, then this life layer that is known as biosphere is evolved and developed. And the specific sub branch of physical geography that is focused up especially over the biospheric layer of the earth's system, different kinds of the biomes, the food web, food chain, and the biogeochemical cycles that transfer the food materials or the photochemical energy from the producers to the consumers. The various kinds of the biospheric ecosystem and their functions are studied under the sub branch of physical geography that is known as biogeography. On the other hand, the largest physical layer of the globe, that is hydrosphere, that covers the 3/4 part of the earth, and that is the water component of the earth, is known as the hydrosphere. The study of the hydrosphere is known as the hydrology or oceanography. In hydrology, we study about the different water components of the earth that is dominated by the oceans, sea, lake, as well as tank and the other lake and other components of the water. About 72% of the earth is covered by this hydrosphere. And the hydrosphere is being studied under the sub branch of physical geography that is known as the hydrology and oceanography. In the hydrology and oceanography, we study about the characteristics of the oceans, their thermal and salinity conditions, temperature conditions, and the oceanic circulations in terms of the oceanic waves and oceanic currents. Generally, hydrologist and oceanographer study about the oceanic circulations as well as the marine resources, marine deposits, coral reefs, and the atolls, and the different implications of the oceanic basins, just like the continental shelf, continental slope, and deep sea rise. The nature of the oceanic basins or the relief of the ocean basins are studied under the field of the hydrology and oceanography also. So in this lecture, we have dealt with the concept of the geography, its definitions. The term geography was given by the Eratosthenes, who was a Greek scholar, who has first given this term geography in his study and in his